Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. Welcome to you all. Hope you are well. Today I am going to talk about static electricity. This is the last session on the topic of static electricity from chapter 10 for class 9. From our today's discussion, by the end of the chapter, the student will able to solve some creative questions on the topic of Coulomb's force, electric intensity, electric potential, capacitance, and stored energy. This video is presented by Muhammad Ashraful Islam, lecturer, Department of Physics, Milestone College. Now let us see all the formula on the topic of static electricity. The first formula is Coulomb force, which is F equal to C Q1 Q2 by D square. The second and third formula on the topic of electric intensity. Fourth and fifth formula on the topic of electric potential. We have already discussed all the formula in our previous class. Here the significant all the quantity are given. Now the formula number 7 on the topic of capacitance. The formula of capacitance is C equal to Q by V, and the formula of stored energy is U equal to half C V square. There are another formula to calculate the stored energy, which is U equal to half Q into V, and finally U equal to half Q square by C. Here C is the capacitance, which unit is farad. Q is the charge, which unit is coulomb. V is electric potential, which unit is volt, and U is the stored energy, which unit is joule. Let us talk about the creative questions on the topic of static electricity. The first creative question is, in the diagram you can see the two charge body. The first charge is given here 10 coulomb and the second charge is given 100 coulomb. The distance between two charges is given 10 meter, and the question C is find the existing force between two charges, and the question number D is if the two charge body becomes double and the distance becomes half, then what change of force will be? Or the solution C, the given quantity of the stem is first charge Q1 is 10 coulomb, second charge is given 100 coulomb, and we know the Coulomb constant C is 9 into 10 to the power 9 Newton meter square per coulomb square. This is the constant value. You have to memorize that value, and the distance is given here 10 meter. We have to calculate the existing force between two charges F. We know the formula of Coulomb's force is F equal to C Q1 Q2 divided by D square. If we put the value of C, Q1, Q2 and D, then we can write F equal to 9 into 10 to the power 10 into 10 into 100 divided by 10 square. After calculation we will get the result of Coulomb force, which is 9 into 10 to the power 10 Newton. This is answer. Let's have a look the solution of question number D. In that question we have to calculate the force again when the charge becomes double and the distance becomes half. So the first charge will be double than 10 coulomb charge, and the charge will be 10 into 2, that means 20 coulomb, and the second charge will be double of 100, that means 200 coulomb, and the distance will be half. The distance is given in the stem is 10 meter, and this half of distance will be 5 meter. Now we will calculate the existing force between two charges, which is F prime. So the formula of F prime will be F prime equal to C Q1 Q2 divided by D square, and if we put the value of C Q1 Q2 and D square, after calculation we will get the result of F prime 1.44 into 10 to the power 12 Newton, and we have to change the force, so we have to subtract F prime to F, then the result of change of force will be 1.35 into 10 to the power 12 Newton. That is answer. Now question number 2. You can see over the figure there are two figures. In the first figure, two charge 60 coulomb and 30 coulomb is given, and the distance between two charges is given 1 meter, and we have to calculate the value of F1 in question number C. And the second figure, there are two charges, first charge is Q and the second charge is 2Q, and the existing force between two charges is F2, and the distance between two charges Q and 2Q is given 2 meter. And question number C is find the value of F1 from the figure 1. And question number 2, if F2 equal 4F1, then what will be the value of Q? Hope you have understood the stem. Let us see the solution. Solution C, the given quantity over there, Q1 is 60 coulomb and Q2 is 30 coulomb, and we know the coulomb constant is 9 into 10 to the power 9 Newton meter square per coulomb square. Distance is given 1 meter in the figure 1, and we have to calculate the force F1. So we have the formula to calculate the coulomb force, F equal to CQ1 Q2 by d square. After calculation we will get the value of force, which is F1 equal to 1.62 into 10 to the power 13 Newton. And that is the answer. Number D, if F2 will be 4 times of the F1. So we have the value of F1 1.62 into 10 to the power 13 Newton. We have already calculated the F1 in our previous math C. So we can write here F2 equals to 4F1. If we put the value of F1, then we will get the value of F2, which is 6.48 into 10 to the power 13 Newton. And the first charge is Q1 and the value of Q1 is Q. Second charge Q2 is 2Q, and the distance between two charges is given 2 meter. So if we put the value of formula F equal to CQ1 Q2 by d square, then we can write C, replace of Q1 we can write Q, replace of Q2 we can write 2Q, and after calculation we can write C into 2Q square by d square. If we multiply F2 with d square, then we can write C into 2Q square equal to F2 into d square. If we want to calculate the value of Q, then we can write Q square equal to F2 into d square divided by 2 into C. And if we put the value of F2, D and C, and after calculation we will get the result of Q square, which is 14400, and after calculation of Q we can get the value of Q is 120 coulomb. That is the answer. Creative question number 3. In this creative question you can see a diagram here. In the diagram there are two charges A and B, and the charge A is positive charge, and the first charge is given here 3 coulomb, and the second charge is given here 27 coulomb. The distance between two charges is given 100 centimeter from surface to surface. In that math, that is very important, the distance between surface to surface, and the radius of the sphere A and B are 50 centimeter each. That means from the center to the surface the distance is 50 centimeter for each charge. And if you calculate the coulomb force, or if you want to calculate the distance, then we have to consider from the center of a charge to the center of another charge. So we have to apply 50 plus 100 plus 50. Let us see the question here. Find the distance between the two charges, and question D is where the intensity will be 0. Let us see the solution. In the solution, you can see the given quantity. The first charge is given 3 coulomb, second charge is given 27 coulomb, and coulomb constant is 9 into 10 to the power 9 Newton meter square per coulomb square. As I said, the radius of the first charge A is given 50 centimeter. We considered the radius of the sphere A is R1 and the radius of the sphere B is R2. And if you want to calculate the distance between two charges A and B, then we have to add the radius with the distance hundreds. Then we can write R1 plus 100, that means the distance between surface to surface, and R2. If we put the value of R1 and R2, then we'll get the distance will be 200 centimeter. If you want to calculate centimeter unit to meter unit, then we have to divide by 100, and the result will be 2 meter. And we have to calculate the existing force between the two charges A and B, and we know the Coulomb force F equal to C Q1 Q2 divided by D square. After calculation, we will get the result of Coulomb force F equal to 1.82 into 10 to the power 11 Newton. That is the answer. Now question number D. The question is, at what point the electric intensity will be 0? Let us consider a figure. In the figure, you can see here the two charges A and B, and the distance between two charges is given 2 meter, and we have to calculate a position where the electric intensity for both charges will be 0. If I consider from charge A at x meter distance at charge C, the electric intensity will be 0. That means if a test charge is placed in between the two charges A and B, then we consider at x meter distance from charge A, the electric intensity will be 0. If we consider the distance between A to C is x, so what will be the distance between B to C? Obviously it will be 2 minus x, because the total distance between A and B is given 2, and the distance between A and C is x. So the distance between B to C will be total distance minus distance between A to C. That is why we can write 2 minus x. Now in case of charge A, we have to calculate the electric intensity. So the given quantity for charge A is first charge. We have considered the first charge at point A, and the charge is given here 3 coulomb. The distance between A to C is x, and we have to calculate the electric intensity for charge A on the test charge C. And we know the formula of electric intensity E is CQ by D square. Here we considered the electric intensity for charge A is E1. So after put the value of Q1 and D, we can write E1 equal to C into 3 divided by x square. Replace of Q1 we can write 3, replace of D we can write here x. And now in case of the charge body B, and the second charge is given here 27 coulomb, or the second charge is considered the charge at the point of B, which is 27 coulomb, and the distance between B to C is 2 minus x, and the electric intensity for point B is E2, and we can apply the formula again, E2 equal to CQ2 by D square. If we put the value of Q2 and D, then we can write E2 equal to C into 27 divided by 2 minus x whole square. According to the question, the electric intensity will be 0 when the electric intensity for the first charge A and the second charge B will be equal. So we can write E1 equals to E2, as the electric intensity will be 0. If we put the value of E1 and E2 from our above calculation, then we can write C into 3 divided by x square equal to c into 27 divided by 2 minus x whole square. Here c and c is common, so it will be cancel out. Then we can write 3 divided by x square equal to 27 divided by 2 minus x whole square. If we exchange the position of 3 and 2 minus x whole square, then we can write 2 minus x whole square divided by x square equal to 27 by 3, and the result of 27 by 3 is 9. So we can write 2 minus x divided by x whole square, because numerator and denominator has square, so we can write here 2 minus x divided by x whole square, and the right side is 9. If we transfer the square from left side to the right side, then we can write square root 9, and the square root of 9 is 3, so we can write 2 minus x divided by x equal to 3. If we multiply x with 3, then we can write 2 minus x equal to 3x. Now changing the position of x from left side to right side, we can write 2 equal to 3x plus x, that means 4x. That means we can write 2 equal to 4x. Then the x will be 2 by 4, that means the answer is wrong. The answer will be 0.5. Let's have a look the creative question number 4. And that creative question, you can see a diagram, and there are two charges A and B. The first charge is given here 50 coulomb, and the second charge is given 20 coulomb, and the existing force between the two charges is given here F equal to 9 into 10 to the power 10 Newton, and 5 coulomb, if 5 coulomb charge is bring from infinity to the electric field of charge A, then 200 joule work is done. Similarly, if 6 coulomb charge is bring from infinity to any point of electric field, then 300 joule work is done. Let us see the question. The question C is find the distance between the charge body A and B. And the question number D, if A and B are connected with a wire, explain the direction of electron flow mathematically. That means if we connect the two charges by a metallic wire, then in which direction the electron will flow. Solution, let us see the solution C. The given quantity of the first charge is 50 coulomb, the second charge Q2 is 20 coulomb, and the existing force between two charges is given 9 into 10 to the power 10 Newton. We have to calculate the distance between two charges A and B, which is D. So we will apply Coulomb force, which is F equal to CQ1 Q2 divided by D square. We have to calculate the value of D. So if we multiply with F and D square, then we can write F into D square equal to CQ1 Q2. If we want to calculate the value of D, so we have to divide F by CQ1 Q2. Then we can write D square equal to CQ1 Q2 divided by F. After calculation, we can write the value of D square equal to 100, and the value of D will be 10 meter. That is the answer. Now solution number D. In that question, we have to calculate in which direction the electron will flow. That is why we have to find out the potential for both charge A and B. And for charge A, we have a given quantity. The charge is 5 coulomb and the work done is 200 joule. Electric potential is V1. In that question, it is mentionable that we have to consider the charge Q is 5 coulomb, but there is another charge in point A which is 50 coulomb. We don't consider the 50 coulomb to solve the math, because in that question we have to consider the bringing charge, which is bringing from infinity to any point of electric field, and the bringing charge is here 5 coulomb, and to bring the 5 coulomb charge 200 joule work is done. So if we apply the formula of electric potential, which is V equal to W by Q, we consider here the electric potential for charge A is V1. If we put the value of W and Q, then we can write V1 equal to 200 by 5, and the result of electric potential for the charge A will be 40 volt. And in case of the charge B, the bringing charge Q is 6 coulomb and the work done is 300 joule. And for charge B, the electric potential is considered V2, and there is the same formula of V, which is V2 equal to Q by W by Q, and after calculation we get the value of the V2 is 50 volt. That means the potential of charge B is more than the potential of charge A. And as we discussed in our previous lecture, that we cannot see in which direction the electron will flow by seeing the charge, by seeing the amount of charge. We have to calculate first the potential, and the electricity will flow from higher potential to lower potential, but the electron or charge will flow lower potential to higher potential. In that case, the potential of charge B is more than the potential of charge A. That is why electricity will flow from charge B to A, but charge or electron will flow from A to B. This is the very important, the direction in which the charge will flow. Hope you have understood. Now the question number 5. The capacitance of a capacitor is 2 microfarad, which is connected with a source of 220 volt, and the question is find the stored charge by the capacitor. And question D is, if the capacitor is connected with 440 volt instead of 220 volt, then what change of stored energy will be occurred? Explain mathematically. Let us see the solution C. Here the given quantity is capacitance, which is 2 microfarad. We have to convert microfarad to farad, so we have to multiply it with 10 to the power minus 6. Then the result of capacitance C will be 2 into 10 to the power minus 6 farad, and here electric potential is given 220 volt. We have to calculate the charge, so we have a formula of electric capacitance, which is C equal to Q by V. If we change the position of Q, then we can write Q equal to C into V. If we put the value of C and V, then the result will be 4.4 into 10 to the power minus 4 coulomb. That is the answer. And now question number D. For 220 volt, we have to calculate the stored energy, and similarly we have to calculate the stored energy for 440 volt. Let us see the given quantity for 220 volt. The capacitance is given 2 microfarad, and 2 microfarad equal to 2 into 10 to the power minus 6 farad. Potential is given here 220 volt, and the stored energy will be E1 equal to half CV square. In that case, we will use that formula because here capacitance and voltage is given. If we put the value of C and V, then after calculation we can get a result of E1 is 0.0484 joule. And similarly for 440 volt, the capacitance will be same, but the potential will be 440 volt, and we'll choose the same formula for 440 volt, and the formula is U2 equal to half CV square. After calculation we can get the stored energy 0.1936 joule. That means for 440 volt the stored energy is more than the voltage 220. That is the answer. Hope you have understood. Now your homework, you can see there are creative question. You have to answer only C and D. In that first question there are two charge A and B. First charge is 200 coulomb, second charge is 400 coulomb, and the distance between two charges is given 10 meter, and work done to bringing 5 coulomb charge from infinity at A and B's electric field is 200 joule and 300 joule respectively. This math is similar to the creative question number 4. I hope you can solve the math. And your creative question number 2, look at the figure. You can see here two charge which is given 4 nanocoulomb. Here n is represent nanocoulomb, and 1 nanocoulomb is equal to 1 into 10 to the power minus 9 coulomb. You have to calculate the existing force between two charges, and then you have to calculate at what point the electric intensity will be 0. Thank you for being with me. Allah Hafiz.